Hey guys, Darren Bass here with a new video, and today we have yet another exciting one. This is the Rossi R95. Now, if you watched my last video, I insisted that this was going to stay an iron sight rifle so that I could hunt the woods here in Tennessee. Uh, didn't work out. I got a set of Skinner sights for it while installing the front two sight screws. Got stripped out. They're made of aluminum. Thought it only stripped the screws. Got the new screws in to try to redo it, and it's stripped in the holes too. So I ended up getting some set screws. I was able to get them down to the bottom threads, get them locked in tight, did some work on it, got it all fixed up. We've got a dovetail blank on it now. I'll show a close up after we're done. But the real star of the show is the Vortex Crossfire 2, 2-7 by 32. Awesome little rifle scope, extremely clear, probably the clearest Vortex scope that I've ever purchased, probably due to that low power variable. But we've got it out here today. We're going to sight it in out at 50 yards. I'm going to try to get a couple of shots of me shooting it, get you a few pictures of the groups. We got a GoPro down there watching the target so that we can actively see the groups as we get them. And as always, guys, this is going to be exciting. I'm going to get everything set up fully. We'll talk about the rifle after we shoot. We're going to get to shooting first. I need to grab my ear pro real quick. While we're waiting, I am still shooting the Federal Hammer Down ammo. That, whenever I was shooting iron sights, it was the only ammo that I bought, but it shot well with the iron sights, and I imagine that it's only going to shoot better with the scope on top of it. We are zeroing at 50 yards because this is still going to be a wood hunting rifle. We're hunting out in the woods. That's why I went with the lower 2-7 scope instead of a 3-9 by 40 or something like that. But we're going to go ahead here. We've got the GoPro going. We're going to crank up the zoom on this, and we're going to get to shooting, guys. This is the Bog Death Grip, by the way. I purchased one of these so I could do videos a little bit easier. Oh, helps to have it cocked. I jumped really bad right there. Hopefully I don't do that while I'm shooting it here. And it looks like we're just 4 inches right on the target. That's pretty good. All right, so hopefully I moved this the right way. We need to move it right, so I think this is the right way. So we're going to move it. We're at 50 yards, so I'm going to move it 7 MOA. Yeah, it should be about right. We're going to try 7. If I need to fine tune it, I will. Hopefully, we're also going to make sure I moved it the right way because I very well may not have. Old brass out, new brass in. Okay, that was the right way, but we need to come over a little bit more. I did break it to the, I broke it to the right edge that time. That was my bad. But I did see where I broke. I need to move it over just a little bit more. Maybe go ahead over to 1 more MOA and see how that looks. All right, I already loaded a new round in. All right, we're going to shoot the top left diamond this time. All right, guys, so while I was shooting those last 2 groups, my phone overheated, so I was not able to capture me shooting them. Thankfully, we're double camered out today, and the GoPro caught all of it, so you'll still get to see shooting the groups. It'll just be mostly the target. We're going to walk up here. I'm going to look at everything, and we'll see what I think. It looked back from back there that they had shot pretty well. Again, this is a woods rifle. I won't be shooting probably past 100 yards. Maybe not even shoot past 50 yards with it ever. But I'll be happy with an inch group at 50 yards with this one. We're going to look at it here and see what we got, though. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around and let you guys see. All right, so first round, I was aiming dead center. We hit about, like I said, 3-4 inches over. The next one, I was aiming right here. Or sorry, right here on the inside of this diamond. It hit about, what, a ½ inch over. So I went ahead and moved it. This is our first 3-shot group. I actually think that might be a 1-inch square, but it might be a ½ inch square too. I'll get some measurements and drop it down in the description below for you guys, get some exact measurements for you. So that one's about 1 inch. This one, though, I think is kissing ½ inch. So I'm pretty impressed with that. At 50 yards, getting a half-inch group with a lever gun like that. That's like the only second time that I've ever shot it. So I'm pretty happy with those groups. We'll take it out here. I'm going to move this target back out to 100 yards now. We'll shoot at the bottom left, and then 25 yards shoot at the bottom right. I want to make sure that this 0 is going to be good for 25 out to 100. If it shoots inside the diamonds at those distances, I'll be happy with it. So while I get this set up, you guys are going to be put on pause, and you'll be right back as soon as I'm set up and ready to go. All right, guys. I moved my camera around so it'll be in the shade. We've got the GoPro set back up out there at 100 yards. I don't know what to expect with this. This is not a very stable shooting position, but it's good enough that I should be able to break within. There's like a little center circle inside the 1-inch diamonds. So at the very least, I can break inside there and still get some good groups for you guys. Not the most stable in the world, but it's much better than trying to shoot freehand, and it's a lot better than me forgetting my table every single time we go out here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to get set up here and shoot that bottom left. Let me put my ear pro on. Shoot that bottom left diamond and see how it goes. We'll move my hat back a little bit. That thing's smacking me right in the forehead. I broke that one a little left. Let's go look at it though and see how we did. I still don't think that was too bad. This thing keeps coming loose. I'm going to tighten that down real good to hold it while we're gone. I don't want that falling out. We're going to go look at it though and see how we done, guys. Okay, just to reiterate, the last shot was not a perfect break. First two looked pretty good, but that last one I was definitely a little bit to the left, holding the left edge of that diamond. So we'll see. I think it'll still look pretty good. I can't see anything out there at 7 times at 100 yards, so I don't know what it looks like yet, but once we get up here, I'll flip the camera around and I'll let y'all see it. All right, so it looks like that's about a 4-inch group, but I'm not really looking at group size today because I am just shooting off a tripod. I am not very stable, and again, that's not what this rifle's for anyway. But we only dropped about an inch, inch and a half there, and again, we got about a 4-inch group at 100 yards, inside 100 yards. That'll take a deer all year. Like I said, this is a woods rifle, so I'm very happy with that. Well, not very happy, but I'm happy enough to be okay with it anyway. And our target's going to fall on top of us, so I'm going to get off of here and move everything back to 25 yards. All right, guys, so I'm about tired. In hindsight, I could have just drove my truck back and forth, but I decided I was going to walk to everything today because I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, whatever that means. So, sorry I'm off camera for a second. I got to grab 3 more bullets. We've got the camera set up at 25 yards with the target. I need to push play on the camera, so there'll be a little cut from that so I can go push play. But anyway, we're going to shoot it at 25 yards on 2 zoom and see how we do. I think we'll still do well. 25 yards, I should shoot them in the same hole if I can hold steady enough anyway. I will say 90% of the issues that I'm having with accuracy today are from me not being stable enough. If I had my table and my bipods and everything else, I feel like this thing would easily shoot 1-inch groups at 100 yards. But this thing, it's nice, it's convenient, especially for what I'm doing here. I know the rifle's zeroed, but if you're trying to do any kind of precise shooting, I don't usually, not with this, and it's difficult. You have to put a lot of practice in with these little tripods to accurately shoot the distance with them. But I'm going to kick that up there, and I'm going to go out there and get us set up with the camera real quick. So I'm going to pause. We'll be right back, and we'll get going with it. All right, we got it set up. We got a round in the chamber. I'm going to drop us down to 2 power, and we're going to put 3 rounds on that bottom right diamond, and then we'll be done for the day. I broke that one a little left. That was dead center. All right, put it on safe. We're going to walk up here. It looks okay, but we're going to walk up here and look at it, get a better look. All right, yeah, so that is pretty much exactly an inch below where I broke each shot. So that first shot was this one right here. I was aiming somewhere right in through here. It dropped an inch below that. The second shot I actually broke on the left of the diamond. I was trying to move it around right when I shot, and it broke it too far left. But everything is exactly an inch below. You kick that back over, you're looking pretty good. Like I said, either way, I'm not precision shooting with this thing. All right, guys, so to round it off here, it's a pretty solid lever gun. I like it a lot. Go ahead and fully safe it here. Once again, everything that I've done to it, I was wanting to keep iron sights on it, ended up taking them off because of the mishap. I bought some really nice Skinner sights. They ended up on my Stevens 87A. If you haven't seen the video about that, check it out. I'm going to try to get it out to the range soon as well. So we took off the front sights, set screws in, filed everything smooth, re-blued it. We got a Skinner dovetail blank put on it. That's pretty nice. It just kind of fills in that gap. It looks a little goofy without it. We've got the Vortex Crossfire 2, 2-7 by 32 on top of it. And that's really it, other than the leather sling. This is just a basic Rossi R95. It shot some pretty good groups today. It is super hot right now, so I'm going to let it cool off a little bit. That might have taken a little bit of the reason why we shot a little poorly at 100 yards. That coupled with me not really having something super stable to shoot off of. But all of the shots that I took today easily would have killed the deer. Again, it's just a woods rifle. That's what I'm using to hunt 25, 50 yards out here in the woods of Tennessee. As you can see behind me there, it's super thick. You don't get a whole lot of shots past 25, 50 yards. Even once the leaves fall off, it's still super thick. It's insanely thick in the woods out here. So I think it performed well enough for me to use it. If you want a good 30-30 that doesn't cost you $1,200, the Rossi R95 does the job. If you don't want to do anything with it, you don't want to put iron sights or anything on, you just want the basic rifle, it's good enough. If you want to put a scope on it, absolutely. If you're going to put aftermarket sights on it and stuff, take your time with it at the very least. If not, I would even take it to a gunsmith and have them do it, just because it can be a little bit finicky if you don't have the right tools to hold the front sight to tap it in and out. That's what happened with mine. It was my fault, mostly. I was tapping it out while it was still on the rifle, hit it a little bit too hard, and it stripped out the screws. It happens. But yeah, we got everything fixed up now. It looks good. It shoots pretty well. Those first groups, the first two at 50 yards, I feel like are the most telling of the rifle. Everything after that, the barrel was pretty hot, and I wasn't that stable. I was getting hot. It's like 94 degrees out here in Tennessee today. So I'm dripping sweat. I'm not able to hold very steady. I think it done pretty well though. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of the rifle with everything on it in the Bog Death grip, and then we'll close out for the day. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to take these off. I don't even know why I still have them on. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And next time, we will have yet another exciting video.